I created the Snapback app because I feel like postpartum is something that nobody really talks about. And that's the hardest trimester, as we call it, the fourth trimester. You know, so many moms say that they were prepared for having the best registry, or someone was holding their hand in pregnancy, but nobody prepared them for what was to come in postpartum, especially when you're a zombie and you're sleep deprived, trying to navigate postpartum life. On top of all of that, I was getting really tired of moms telling me that they wish they would have known so many things about their pelvic floor, or what even a pelvic floor was, or what even diastasis recti was, with like a mommy pooch. You know, they're saying that, I'm doing every exercise under the sun. My nutrition is on point, but my core does not look the same. My stomach looks weird, and it's not even strong. And so I was basically telling these moms, like, hey, there's this thing called diastasis recti. Your stomach, abs, they separate. You can't do planks. You're not supposed to do crunches. You're not supposed to add this pressure to your core. You should be doing these exercises instead. And they're like, wait a minute. I had no idea that I even had this, or that I was supposed to be doing any type of core work. If you go to Europe, countries like France, they have these pelvic floor rehab exercises that are given to mothers right when they have a baby. It's mandated by their government that they do this, and they're free to do this rehabilitation before they get cleared by the doctor. And then they start their exercises that they really like doing. Here it's like you don't do anything from 0 to 6 weeks, and then you get cleared by the doctor at 6 weeks. And then you're doing your boot camps, you're running, you're sprinting. And then guess what? Moms are like, hey, I'm peeing on myself when I'm doing a jumping jack. And you're like, hey. And then no one's really talking to each other about it. It just goes unsaid. There's no dialogue. And then when someone actually brings it up at, like, I don't know, maybe a happy hour or something, I'm like, oh yeah, they joke about it, but it's not really a joke. You can actually do things to prevent that. That is common. It is not normal. Or things like your mommy pooch. You don't have to live with that forever. There's a lot of things that are, even beyond an aesthetic standpoint, there's more to diastasis recti than a mommy pooch. Having low back pain is common. It's not normal. Or peeing on yourself, like I said, is common, not normal. So my goal with this app was to give guidance to mothers, in the best way that I could. So not having 5 apps to track something, or not having a mom literally Google at 3 a.m. to find too much information that contradicts one another. I was the same mom in the same boat. So I wanted to bring my expertise to bring some peace and comfort to mothers, knowing that they're in the best hands, that they don't have to Google to find the right answers. And there's so much that we can do if we have that information early on. So making postpartum easier is my goal by creating the Snapback.